Welcome, electronic video guests, to the outer limits of the trading card hobby TTM. Through the mail, we seek to have the famous and the infamous sign the trading cards and photographs we send to them through the mail. Today we have 8 such specimens to examine. 8 trading card autograph request return specimens to examine in minute detail. So if you like seeing envelopes being cut open, you've come to the right place. Sit back, relax, and get ready to enjoy the trading card fun brought to you from the worldwide YouTube video airfill. All right, let's get this Monday morning started with 8 TTM through the mail autograph request returns. TTM number 1 coming to us from St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri. What do we got from St. Louis? Let's take a look and see. Very nice. Mr. Doug Marsh, number 87. That came out nice. Looks good on that 1981 Topps rookie card. Doug Marsh. Now 64 years old, all Big Ten tight end at Michigan in 1979 when he caught 33 passes for 612 yards, 18.5 yards per catch. Second round draft pick by the Cardinals in 1980. Played 7 seasons, caught 167 passes, 2,140 yards, 19 touchdowns. Best season was 1984, 39 catches, 608 yards, 15.6 yards per catch, and 5 TDs. Old Doug Marsh, all Big Ten tight end from the University of Michigan. All right, look at that sweet old Topps card, Doug Marsh. Beautiful, look at that. Well, you gotta like that card, Doug Marsh. All right, that's TTM number 1. Let's get down here to Columbia, South Carolina. What's coming to us from Columbia, South Carolina? What is all this stuff in here? What do we got stuck in there? Looks like we got some little blank cards, our note. Maybe put those in for protection. Mr. Eric Crabtree, look at that. Looks like, what did he sign on there? E-Tree, maybe? E-Tree, very nice. Eric Crabtree signing that sweet old 1969 Topps card. He's 78 years old. He got that ballpoint pen out there, and he put E-Tree on there. Really appreciate that. Played 6 years in the NFL with the Broncos and Bengals. Had 164 career receptions, 2,663 yards, 22 TDs. Best year was 1969 with the Bengals. Caught 40 passes for 855 yards. Averaging 21.4 yards per catch with 7 TDs. Played his college ball at Pitt. Eric Crabtree, big play receiver. Looked like he signed the back on there too. Put E-Tree on the back with a black Sharpie on the back. Didn't show up too good. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Looks like on the back he used a black Sharpie, put E-Tree, and then on the front, instead of using his Sharpie, looks like he got out a ballpoint pen. All right, let's see what he put on the note here. Eric Crabtree. Let me see. Eric Crabtree says, did you like playing with the Bengals or Broncos better? He said Bengals. Your favorite QB? Cook. Oh, Virgil Cook. I hope you're doing well. I am okay. Well, we're very glad to hear that from 78-year-old Eric Crabtree. Thank you, sir, for signing this 1969 Topps card and stuffing it all back in there with some yellow paper to protect it. Really appreciate that. E-Tree. Thank you, sir. Look at that sweet old Topps card. Eric Crabtree. Very nice. All right. We got one next coming to us out of Portlandia. Portlandia, Oregon. Outstanding. Let's see what we got from Portlandia. What do we got from Portlandia, Oregon? Oh, we got one of our 1990 Topps Managers cards. Old Tom Troublehorn. That looks real nice. Beautiful signature right across the front of the card there. Tom Troublehorn, manager. He is now 74 years old. He managed the Brewers for 6 years in the late 80s. Had a 422-397 record. Best year was 1987. The Brewers were 91-71 and finished third. Old Tom Troublehorn, former manager of the Milwaukee Brewers. Check that card out. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. Tom Troublehorn. All right, let's just keep going. This next one's coming to us from Green Bay, Wisconsin. What do we got from Green Bay, Wisconsin? We got a note in there. Or is that a note, or what is that? That thing is stuck in there good. Oh, like a little photo card, too. Is our card in there? Very nice. Well, this one I sent this out a long, long time ago. Mr. Jack Balchin. I didn't think I was going to get this one back. You see, he got out his, looks like maybe a thin black flare or Sharpie. Signed it up here over the fake signature there. Looks fairly similar to what it was like in the old days. Jack Balchin. This guy was a pretty good little relief pitcher in his day. He's now 86 years old. 86 years old. This is a beautiful 1967 Topps card. Look at that sweet old card. This old relief pitcher had his best years for the Phillies. His best pitch was a screwball, pitched 9 years in the big leagues. 48 wins, 41 losses, 60 saves, 3.69 ERA, 555 strikeouts, and 704 innings. Led the National League in games pitched his rookie season of 1961. His best year was probably 1963. 11-7, 16 saves, and a 2.30 ERA. After his playing days, he became a lumber salesman in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Jack Balchin, lumber salesman and former relief pitcher. And he also included this nice little photograph. To Jeff, best wishes, Jack Balchin. Very nice. Like I said, this took me a long time. This got to be, I would say, at least a year I sent it out. Very nice, but he sent that nice little photograph. Signed the card. 86 years old. Outstanding. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. Isn't that nice? Outstanding. All right, what is our next TTM? This one's coming to us from Denver, Colorado. Denver, Colorado. What do we got from Denver, Colorado? We got that weird airport out there. What's going on? Let's see what we got from Denver. Oh, one of our nice Skybox cards. Our 91-92 Skybox. Mr. Walter Davis. Well, that looks really good, doesn't it? Walter Davis. 68 years old. member of the 1976 U.S. Olympic gold medal team, 1977 All-ACC at North Carolina. Carolina lost the NCAA final to Marquette that year. 5th overall pick of the 1977 draft by Phoenix. Played 15 years in the NBA. 6-time All-Star. 1978 NBA Rookie of the Year. Averaged 24.2 points per game. He averaged 18.9 points per game for his career. He is the uncle of current North Carolina head coach and former North Carolina player Hubert Davis. Walter Davis, great old basketball player, ACC legend, NBA Rookie of the Year, 6-time All-Star and gold medal winner. Boy, that is a nice return. Walter Davis, thank you, sir. And that old skybox card, that signature looks real good on that. Really appreciate that. Walter Davis, that's a good one. All right, we got, 3 to go? Let's see what we got here from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love. How do you like that? You want some brotherly love, just go to Philadelphia. What do we got coming from Philadelphia? Oh, outstanding current player. Michigan Wolverine football legend, All-Pro, Brandon Graham, Super Bowl hero. That is a great return. 35 years old. This is a 2021 Donruss card. Brandon Graham. Thank you, sir, for signing this beautiful card. Look at that. Big Chin, MVP and All-American in 2009 at the University of Michigan. He had 26 tackles for loss and 10.5 sacks. The number 13 overall pick in the 2010 draft by the Eagles. Has been one of the best defensive ends in football. Of course, he's most famous for his game-ending strip sack of Tom Brady in Super Bowl 52. 70 career sacks, 21 forced fumbles, still going strong at age 35. Had 11 sacks last year for the Eagles. University of Michigan football hero Brandon Graham. Philadelphia Eagles All-Pro and Super Bowl hero. Thank you, sir, for signing that Donruss card. I really appreciate that. Outstanding. Brandon Graham, very nice. That is a great return. 2 to go. Next one coming to us from Santa Clarita, California. Let's see what we got from California. California. What do we got? Oh, one of our nice Stadium Club hockey cards, Mr. Russ Courtnall. That looks really nice. Check that out. That is the 1991 Topps Stadium Club card. Beautiful. Russ Courtnall. Outstanding. Check that out. I like those Stadium Club cards. 57 years old. Played right wing. Number 7 overall pick in the 1983 draft by Toronto. He played 16 years, mostly with the Maple Leafs and Canadiens. But he had his best year in his one season with the Minnesota North Stars, scoring 36 goals in 1992-1993. Finished his career with 297 goals. Russ Courtnall, thank you, sir. That is a sweet-looking signature on that Stadium Club card. Really appreciate it. Russ Courtnall. Now, we've had some good returns today. This last one here, we know who it's come from. I waited a long, long time for this one from Mr. See that? Mr. Bobby Douglas. I don't know, it's got to be over a year. I've seen a lot of people get their Bobby Douglas cards back. I thought, oh, Bobby, you don't like me. You're not going to send my card back. We finally got a return from Bobby Douglas. Hopefully he signed the card. Let's cut that open and see. The old left-handed quarterback from the Chicago Bears, Bobby Douglas. Oh, we got our card. And looks like, what's this, like a little note? Pull that out. Oh, all right. Let's look at the card first and look at that nice note. Maybe he answered my question. I sent him a very interesting question. Bobby Douglas, check. Oh, that signature got a little bit smeared. That's all right. We waited a while for it. It's okay if it's a little bit smeared. Bobby Douglas, that looks great. Beautiful. 75 years old. This is his 1971 Topps rookie card. Oh, Bobby was a dual threat QB back before they even had invented that term. And like a lot of today's dual threat QBs, he was a much better runner than passer. He was an All-American at Kansas in 1968, led the team to a Big 8 title in the Orange Bowl game, finished 7th in the Heisman Trophy voting, second-round pick by the Bears in 1969. In 1972, he set a National Football League record for rushing yards by a quarterback with 968, a record that held up until Michael Vick broke it in 2006. He was a very poor passer, though. In the course of his career, the old left-hander had a 43% completion percentage, 36 touchdowns and 64 interceptions. How about that TD to INT ratio? 36 to 64. In fact, for his career, he had a higher yards per rush attempt than pass attempt. 6.5 yards per rush, and he had a horrendous 5.5 yards per pass attempt. Now, he did better, though, making passes to the ladies. He ended up marrying 1972 July Playboy Playmate of the Month, Carol O'Neill. Good for you, Bobby Douglas, old left-hander. Check that out. Bobby Douglas. Boy, I really appreciate him signing this old rookie card. Like I said, I sent it out a long time ago. I've seen a lot of people get stuff back from him. Now, let's see what's on this note. Because I asked him, he was the quarterback at Tiger Stadium back in, what was this, 1970 or 71? When Chuck Hughes died on the field, the tight end for the Detroit Lions. He had a heart attack, dropped dead on the field. I asked him about that game with all this hoopla recently about Damar Hamlin. In fact, that was actually one of the best games Bobby Douglas played. He led the Bears to a win over the Lions that day. But let's see. Look at that sweet card. He said, "Thanks for the nice note. That was a memorable game and a real tragedy. We didn't know until after the game that Chuck Hughes had died. Have a good day and stay healthy, Bobby." Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that note. I really appreciate that. There's something just a little funny about sounds a little funny to me. We didn't know until after the game that Chuck had died. Have a good day and stay healthy. Thank you, Bobby Douglas. I like that card, though. Isn't that a sweet-looking note card? Bobby Douglas, number 10, Chicago Bears. Well, thank you, sir. It was worth the wait. That is a great way to end it with Bobby Douglas signing his 1971 Topps rookie card. Well, that is all our TTMs for today. We went through 8 of them. I really liked it. The Bobby Douglas was great. The Walter Davis was great. Brandon Graham, active player. That's a great one, too. Let's look at that Brandon Graham one more time. Beautiful. All right, people. We're going to hit the stop button and dump yet another TTM video into the worldwide YouTube video airfill. God willing, we'll be back in a few days with some more. Until then, remember 2 things. Number one, go over to Amazon.com. Type in this author and narrator's name right here and the book title here into the search bar on Amazon.com. This book will come up. If you're not a crybaby or what they call a snowflake, you might like this book. Please buy a please buy a copy. That's number one. Number two, remember, enjoy the rest of your life.